Hello everyone, welcome to today's Pick a Card reading. Today is going to be a career, work, and finance reading, and it's going to be slightly different. So what we're going to do to get started is I'm going to have each of you state out loud or in your head an intention or a goal that you would like to reach in regards to your work, career, and finances. And we're going to light this gold candle here with your intention in mind. And then what we're going to do with the pick a card, we have 3 groups to choose from. And we're going to ask Spirit, your guides, to really help us give you advice and direction in how you can reach that goal and for your intention to come to fruition. So we're going to see what steps you can take moving forward and go from there. So I am going to give you a moment. You can pause the video if you need to think of your intention. Again, state it out loud or in your head, what your goal is, a clear intention in regards to your career and finances. We're using a gold candle here to represent abundance and to cover all different types of intentions. And I'm going to think of mine in my head as well now before I light this. Thank you. All right, and for our groups, we have 3 decks to choose from. This will be group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. So when you're ready, when your intention is clear, you can use the chapters or timestamps below to jump to your reading, and I will see you there. Hello, group number 1. Welcome to your career, work, and finance reading. You chose this deck here, the Everyday Witch Tarot. So before we get started, let's call in our guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, clear messages for group number 1 in regards to their specific intention and goal with their career and finances. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 1, for being here. Let's get started. We're going to do a 6-card spread. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 1? What is the main message you have for group number 1? And what should group number 1 focus on at this time? What is not a priority or should not be a priority for group number 1 at this time? What is something that group number 1 is blind to? What should group number 1 avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 1? Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. All right, so the main message we have here is the 4 of Pentacles, which I'm not surprised to have a pentacle in a work and career and finance reading. But you can see this man is sitting on his gold, his money, his finances, not spending it, not letting it out. It's like he's locked in a room, not using his resources because he seems to be in fear of losing it. Like the cat's like trying to get him to be like, look, there's all these opportunities out there. There's so much, to live for. But it's like you're in this fear mindset or lack mindset, scarcity mindset. So Spirit wants you to become aware of this. When you're worried or you're focused on what you don't have, or that when you're thinking about that you don't have enough, that really prevents you from moving forward and looking like in the future direction. Like you might be thinking of the future because you're like worried about, saving or something like that. But I feel like there's something here with being a little bit too stringent with your finances. Also, this could be just maybe being a little bit too comfortable in your current career or work position. There could be a lot more opportunities out there, but you're like, oh, I gotta stay here because it pays the bills, and what if I leave this job or career? How will I be able to get by? Like, the overall feeling I'm getting for this group is there's this fear, like maybe even some anxiety about money and your future and where you're headed. And that's preventing you from growing your business, growing your finances. So Spirit really wants you to focus on your mindset. Especially with the Queen of Cups on the bottom here, I feel like this definitely is like an emotional connection. There could be something that will really help you by looking into like past programming. Maybe when you're younger, like your parents and the people around you kind of made you seem like, you know, like you never had enough. Like, we can't afford that. Like, that's too expensive. Like, that was always in your, like, being told to you. Or maybe that like having a lot of money is bad, rich people are evil, whatever it is. I feel like there's some programming that could have stemmed from childhood, and that could be affecting you now, and really working through that and really working through any fear and scarcity mindset. And one way to do that really will be to, like, I feel like your nervous system might be a little on overdrive right now, like maybe to meditate more. You can do like guided meditations that have to do with abundance mindset and really help you that way. And say positive affirmations like, I am a magnet for wealth and abundance, like money flows to me easily, I love my job, I advance my job, whatever it is your intention and goal is, I think will be really helpful for you. But right now in this present moment, it looks like you're stuck in with like not wanting to spend your money, not wanting to go after new opportunities because you're afraid of losing what you have. And Spirit wants you to focus on planning for the future and going after your goals. The focus here is the Two of Wands. And look, this person is looking at the globe, like really looking like to the future, planning the future, realizing that there are so many opportunities, endless possibilities out there for you. And look, at this fire here is really indicating that it's being driven by passion, you know, and that really is fueling this person to go after their dreams. So what are your dreams? What was that intention you stated? And how can you start planning to get there? It seems like for what not a priority, we have the Nine of Swords, which is all about anxiety and worry. And I feel like that has been holding you back from moving forward, like we were saying. And I don't think you realize how much this is with the Three of Wands reversed here and what you're blind to. I don't think you realize that this mindset, this worry is keeping you from living your dreams and moving forward in your life. This fear of the unknown, fear of losing it all, whatever it is for you specifically, I feel like that has been holding you back and you might not be aware of that. And also, there could have been times recently or any time that you went after your goals and your dreams and maybe there was some problem along the way and you're like, oh, I'm a failure, I can't do that. And Spirit does not want you to just give up when you hit a little roadblock or something like that. That's part of life. You need to have these experiences to learn and to grow and evolve. And for what to avoid, we have the Ace of Cups reversed, and what to be not a priority with the Nine of Swords. I feel like, yeah, negative emotions, feeling down about the past, being anxious. These emotions and worries are really causing in this like lack mindset is like stemming from that, and that's really preventing you from growing and moving forward. So when you catch yourself going in like a downward spiral, like you can't do that, I don't have enough, etc. Don't be down on yourself for that. Really catch yourself, and then you can work through that emotion and then switch the script, you know, start talking in positive affirmations. Like, you know, you might be like, oh God, I'm not good enough, I don't have enough. And then when you catch yourself, be like, you know, I am worthy of abundance, I am worthy of this job, I'm worthy of my dreams. And just really work on that. And it takes time, but the more you catch it, the more you work on it, the easier it will become. And for overall action and advice, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and this came out reversed. And I'm really, in my third, I'm like seeing the traditional Rider-Waite, where the guy's just really looks kind of unhappy, like just not liking his job, not liking the way things are, not happy with current circumstances. And I feel like Spirit's like, if that's the case here, you're feeling like something is lacking. You're feeling like whatever you're working on isn't growing, isn't blooming. You're not getting the rewards that you want. Instead of like wallowing in that and like feeling down about it, like use that as fuel to make positive changes in your life in the right direction. The main thing here is to not just, sit around and wait and let negative emotions consume you. And, some days that's just how it is. Like, it's okay to feel your emotions. Don't be hard on yourself again. But really, instead of just sitting around waiting for things to change, but not taking any action, like nothing's really going to happen that way. So if you're identifying that you're not happy in a job, you're not happy with your finances, what action can you take? What planning can you take for the future? And I feel like for this group number one, a lot of this is going to have to do with working on this inner dialogue, these inner thoughts and confidence, and really using these positive affirmations, working on calming your nervous system, like doing meditations, and really realizing that you are capable of doing anything. You don't need to be afraid. I know getting out of your comfort zone and trying new things, applying for that new job, like, starting your own business, whatever it is, could be really nerve-wracking. But when you really sit down and you think about what your passions are, then, like you start to do work around what you're passionate about or invest in what you're passionate about. Depends on your current circumstances, of course. But like when you follow your passions and instead of just like being in a job that you hate or something, like you'll just realize like you're in alignment and all of this abundance is going to flow to you. And I feel like there's this energy here of feeling stuck in a situation. And look, there's a cat looking out the window here. There's a bird looking over there. And it's like I really see it as like a window of opportunity. Like the sun is shining, there's all this opportunity out there. But you're not seeing it right now because there's something here like of just fear of the unknown or what's going to happen if you go after your dreams. But like just getting started is the hardest part. And I feel like you're so close to, this next chapter of your life. And once you conquer these fears and really start to, use affirmations and work on any like money blocks you have, like, and work on your money mindset and really believe that you are worthy of abundance and of the job you want, of the finances you want and all of that, I feel like it's going to come to you so much more easily. Let's get another card. Anything else, Spirit, for group number one? Look at that flame. Oh, this came out in a reading recently. 44, the connection, the biome. I'm really seeing this as like getting out in the world and really using connections with other people will really help you grow. I feel like there's something here with like just keeping to yourself. Maybe you're afraid to ask for help or go after new opportunities. But I feel like through connection, like you can join, like, maybe there's some new opportunities for money and jobs and stuff through people But also I feel like this is like just getting out in the world and experiencing new things, making new connections, maybe joining some organization that has to do with your current job or something about learning about finances, just expanding your mind, learning more through interactions with other people, through courses, whatever it is. I feel like it's going to help you grow so much. And we have angel number 44 here. You might be seeing that a lot. And 44 breaks down to 8, which is a power number. I feel like you're really about to step into your power. But there's something here with, and look, the first 444, you might be seeing a lot. We have a 4 here, but through connections with other people, through getting out in the world and experiencing new things, you are really going to grow and reach your goal. Group number 1. So the main thing here is working on your mindset, stepping out of your comfort zone, and knowing it's okay to ask for help and meet new people and expand your mind. Like if you're not happy in your current circumstances, there are like some skills you can learn, classes you can join, mentors you can seek to help you grow and expand, so it'll make it easier for you to take steps. There's a book I read recently I think would be really beneficial for anyone, but especially this group, Rich as F by Amanda Francis. It's all about your money mindset. I'll try and link it down below. It's like, was an Amazon bestseller, but it's really good at working on helping you identify money mindset. It has journal prompts, but you can even start today, like look at all these books and stuff here, just, reading online free resources, looking up YouTube videos, doing like affirmations you can look up online as well and play them in the background, or just come up with your own that's even more powerful. Scripting in a positive sense, but journaling your thoughts and maybe like, where do I have money blocks, and just identifying that and then switching the script and really changing the way you view things. And it takes time, but I feel like that is going to be major in getting your goals reached, that intention coming to fruition, whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish in life. I feel like that will make things just flow so much easier for you, group number 1. But that is your reading. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. I'm wishing you all the best wishes in the world. I love you. Bye, group 1. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 2. Before we get started, let's call in our guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 2 in regards to their specific intention and goal for their career, work, finances. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 2, for being here. Let's get started. You guys chose the So Below deck from the Book of Shadows Tarot. We're going to do a 6-card spread. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 2? What should group number 2 focus on? And what should not be a priority for group number 2? And what is something that group number 2 is blind to right now in regards to this? And what should group number 2 avoid? And what is your overall action and advice? Bottom of the deck, we have 4 of Swords. I feel like Spirit is making it clear that it's time for a new phase, a new beginning of some sorts. So the main message we have is the Death card, and this is all about shedding the old, a new beginning, and a lot of this has to do with like shedding internal beliefs, letting go of like an old version of you. It's like maybe you've been in the same career for a long time, same job, just the same financial situation. For some people, this could even be a relationship that has to do with your finances, but it's like time to move on to the next place that's like for sale. You're like, it's no longer the situation for you. And maybe you've been clinging on to it for a long time, but it's just no longer working for you. And this could be, again, a mindset. It could be literally your job or a business partnership or something like that. Just the way you've been viewing finances and how you've been acting on that and all of that. But it's like you're ready for the next phase. You're ready to shed the old version of you. And this definitely, when the Magician card came out, is what to focus on. This is very true. Like, this is really using all the tools at your disposal, really realizing your potential and going after something new, a new dream. This is card position number 1, or card 1. And I feel like this is like about just manifesting what it is you truly want. Because whatever has been going on, it's like just not really working for you right now. And I feel like right now you have, like, you've like outgrown a job, it seems like, for a lot of people. Or again, it could just be the way of thinking, but I feel like through that you gained a lot of experience. You have a lot of wisdom, experience, all these tools under your belt that you're able to utilize to shift your situation into one more ideal for you, to improve your finances, to get a better job, whatever it is your intention, your goals are. And I feel like you might not realize how capable you are. Maybe it just was comfortable to stay in a certain, position or whatever it is for you, but really like you're able to do so much more. And I feel like you're really realizing that right now and ready for the next chapter. And maybe there's just fear holding you back or something like that, but you are very capable and your guides want you to know you have all the experience you need. And I feel like you could even be like conjuring up your own job, maybe a new position, a new way to make money like on your own. It's like you don't really need to work for anyone else, but like for some people, maybe that's what's best for you. But I feel like there's something here with you being a really powerful manifester right now as well. I'm not sure if you've ever done scripting, but this is really making me think that here with what you may be blind to with the Knight of Swords. I feel like you could really write your life into action if you have been scripting. So what that is writing like your life story pretty much, like in present tense, but it's like about the future. Like, I have my dream job. I love my house. I have the best partner. I make X, Y, and Z money, and it's all in present tense. And you like just write it all out in as much detail as possible, like using all the senses as well. Like when you're describing it is really helpful. But that could be really powerful for you right now. Or if you've been doing that, I feel like it's about to come into fruition. It's about to become your reality and you don't realize it. Also, for some people in this group, writing out like maybe could be like a 2-week notice or something here. You don't realize that's coming soon if you are wanting to switch jobs, but also maybe it's like writing a new contract for yourself or a proposal like to get a job, like a pay raise. If that's something you really feel fit, because I feel like you are really experienced and have like so much to offer your career, your job, if that is your case, then I feel like you could really like propose getting more money or talk to your boss about that. Because I feel like there's something here with like not really being satisfied in your current position of work or how your money right now. And I feel like the only way it's going to change is for you to take action. Either go out on your own, make the changes, or propose, talk to them and ask for more money or a new job, whatever it is. Like going after it yourself and like you're, not just waiting around for someone to come and offer it to you. Because I feel like you're really good at what you do. And people have noticed that. But like if you're not bringing it up that you deserve more, or want more, it might not happen. Yeah, for overall action advice too, of the 8 of Swords reversed, this is like getting unstuck. And with the Death card here, I feel like there's this major energy of being just stuck in a job or a situation that just isn't serving you. It's holding you back. You have all this potential to, and it's time to like go after your dreams and what really works for you. Like maybe you've been waiting for a while to get some more work experience under your belt or to learn new skills, whatever it is. But maybe some time has passed. Like you're qualified, Spirit's saying. Like you are ready for the next phase in life. You are ready to go after what it is you want. Maybe some people here want to like have a side business. There's so many different possibilities. This is a general reading, but whatever it is you want to do, you are qualified and you do deserve it. And you are like more powerful than you know. And not a priority is just like laying here like waiting for things to change. You've got to take the action. And for what to avoid, we have the 10 of Swords here, and I feel like this is like clinging on to something that's been painful, unhappy. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith 10 of Swords, there's a man on the ground with 10 swords in his back. Maybe for some people, you might have been in a position at work where you feel mistreated or like you're not getting the pay you need, or like you've been stabbed in the back, people taking credit for your work, something like that. And that could be or you just feel pinned down to something that makes you feel miserable. Spirit's really coming through to say it's time for the next chapter. It's time to release what doesn't serve you, what's been holding you back. And for some reason, for some people in this group, it could be specific relationships in your life. Maybe it's just your work environment, but it could be other people in your life. Maybe you've been wanting to step away from and do your own thing. If that resonates, take it. If not, leave it. That could just be for a few people. But something's been keeping you chained down, held back, and you are able to really, move forward. And what you may be blind to is I feel like once you start taking some steps in the direction that's like in alignment with you, that feels right, things are going to speed up quick. I feel like maybe there's been a period, like a lull period for you in terms of work and finances and all that. But like once you take action to go after like and do what feels right for you, it's things, and you feel in alignment, you feel passionate again, things are going to really take off. Some people, maybe you even like doing some creative project on the side, like writing, content creation, something like that. I feel like that is really going to take off for you, no matter what it is. When you're in alignment, it's really just going to click. So I feel like there's something here that's having to release this old job. It really seems like full release of this, moving on to the next phase. And I feel like this is definitely for you if you've been contemplating that. This is like spirit, like really supporting you and confirming that this is the right move, and that, you know, if you're feeling stuck, you aren't. You are capable of living a life of your dreams. You're capable of, you know, advancement in your career and your finances. And I feel like just taking that next step is the hardest thing. Like, you know, closing an old chapter. You might be like, oh, but I thought, you know, I spent so much time with this company and this relationship, whatever it is. That's okay, you know. It doesn't mean you have to stick with them forever. And like, you learned a lot through this. You gained so much experience and wisdom and all of that. Like, it wasn't a waste of time, and it's never too late to start over or start a new position, whatever, start a side business, your own business. It's never too late. Following your passions and that like internal nudge is always like, you know, the right move, you know. And it's, you know, it's, some people get confused with like anxiety and intuition. I feel like your intuition, it's a little bit softer and it feels good. It's not scary. I feel like you've been getting these intuitive nudges to like move forward. And like, it's funny, like in this card here in the bottom, the Four of Swords, it's like I think this is lavender or something, or like poppies, like it's like falling asleep at work. I just feel like you're not being challenged as much lately. You're not feeling inspired. And that's a sign that something needs to change either within your current position where you are, or seeking a new position. You know, because like we said earlier, that could be something with just like asking for more responsibility, for more money, whatever it is. Because I feel like there's just a feeling of stuckness, boredness, not being inspired. Like she's like falling asleep there too. What to focus on are your skills, your passions. What makes you feel inspired? That is a feeling to follow, group number 2. Spirit, what other messages or message you have for group number 2? Ooh, okay, something just fell to the ground. What? That came out in the last group. Interesting. And this literally just fell out. The connection, the biome. 44. You could be seeing angel number 44 or 444 often. You know, look, 13 breaks down to 4 too, and there's 4s. Yeah, 4s are really coming through. But connection, I feel like you could be seeking a new position or, you know, new opportunities through connection with other people. But really, like this globe here is like getting out in the world. It's like, it's time to expand, you know, your horizons, go after your dreams. It's never too late. And if you're feeling stuck and you're like, you know, maybe you can work on your skills. Like with the magician here, like, can you join a community or a group of like-minded people to, you know, just seek inspiration from or learn from, a mentor, take classes in what you're passionate about. Because if you're feeling stuck and bored, you know, and you're wanting to leave or change your current circumstances, start a side business, whatever, like just start learning about it. Take the time to, and like meet like-minded people, get out in the world, do more things. Because I feel like there's just this energy of being stuck and bored, and I feel like really like connecting with other people, getting out in the world, doing new things will really expand your horizons and really just make you feel more passionate and powerful and able to conquer your dreams, especially when you know, you have people around you doing what you want to do. You can like be following more people online that like have the job you want or the money you want, and like as long as you feel inspired by them, you don't want to ever feel like, you know, bad about that. Maybe there's some accounts and people in your life that you need to let go because they're not inspiring you or they're making you feel bad or stuck. Whatever is like really just doing whatever expands your mind and makes you feel connected to your goals and doesn't pin you down. I feel like your life is about to get a lot more expansive, your career, your finances. It's just some things have to go, and, you know, you have to really utilize the resources you have, you know, like really expand your skill set. and take action and not wait around. But I feel like there is a lot of positive change coming for you. You're about to enter a new phase of life, group number 2. But that is your reading. I hope it resonated and I hope it was helpful. I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment, and have a great day. I love you so much. I wish you all the best in your career, your finances, all of your goals, group number 2. Hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Love you. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 3. So before we get started, let's call in our guides. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for group number 3 in regards to their specific goal and intention for their career, work, and finances. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, group number 3, for being here. Let's get started. We are using Tarot of the Owls. We're going to do a 6-card spread. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 3? And what is, I didn't really ask. What is the main thing that group number 3 should be focused on right now? What is not a priority right now? Now, what is something that group number 3 may be blind to right now? And what should group number 3 avoid? And what is your overall action and advice? Oh, here it came out again. I wasn't sure if that card was meant to be or not. On the deck, we have the 7 of Cups. I get this feeling, group number 3, that you might be close to wanting to walk away from something, give up on something, like your goal or a job or a situation, whatever it is. But I feel like things are about to really take off for you soon. Like the wheel is about to turn. The main message we have here for you is the Wheel of Fortune. And this card really talks about how, they're the highs and lows of life. And sometimes, when we're on the highs of life, we just have to, enjoy it. No, these things don't always last forever. And when you're on the low end of things, know that it will get better. And I know that's hard sometimes. And this is upright. So things are really about to move in a more positive direction for you. I feel like fate is changing. Things are moving forward, more in alignment, at a faster speed. Like some good fortune is on its way to you. But there's something here with, I feel like maybe not being able to make decisions right now, really not really being happy in your current situation, looking at other, things out there, really wondering if this is right for you. Maybe you felt like you've lost passion, feeling uninspired. And I feel like things are about to change right now. And I feel like there's something here with not really knowing what direction to take. Not really knowing if you're in the right situation, the right job, if you could be doing things differently, kind of like feeling overwhelmed and not sure of yourself right now. And what Spirit wants you to focus on with the High Priestess, I feel like you really have all the answers you need, but you might just be feeling overwhelmed because things haven't been moving forward in your situation. But I feel like if you really are wondering, is this the right path for me? I feel like you intuitively know, and you might be looking at other outside people to answer for you, outside influences. But Spirit wants you to know, you deep down know. Does it feel right? Do you like your job, your career? Really, I know, of course, we all have days where we aren't satisfied with what we're doing and all of that, but is it more bad days than good, or good days than bad? But I feel like there's something here with really seeking the wisdom you need to make a decision like that, if that is the case for you. The high priestess she's like, has all this inner knowledge. And perhaps maybe there's something here you need to study more, to learn more about. And that's fine, but I feel like when you look at this like wisdom, you try and learn these new skills, and you will really be able to make a decision and move forward in the right path. Things are going to be, moving forward for you in a positive direction, but Spirit wants you to really like seek that inner wisdom and peace. And I feel like your intuition is really strong, but you might be distracted right now. Because what's not a priority, we have the Page of Cups reversed. And sometimes this could be like, the little fish is really like, I feel like you're listening to other people's advice a lot right now. Like perhaps, for example, maybe your parents really want you to do something and you just feel called to do another path, another job, another financial decision, whatever it is. Or maybe like society is telling you to do one thing, your bosses, your coworkers, your friends. And I feel like that can be really like clouding your judgment right now, or really that's what's keeping you back. So you're just doing what everyone else says to do. But I feel like group number 3, you are meant to do things a little bit differently. And that's great, nothing's wrong with that. But I feel like something's here with not just doing what everyone else tells you to do, not just doing all of that, and really listening to your heart. What is it that you truly want to do? When you start following that internal knowledge, your higher self, that intuition, just following what feels good for you, what feels in alignment, things are going to start moving forward so much for you. Because I feel like right now there's like something missing. And I feel like something's missing because you're not doing what you want to do. You're doing what you're supposed to do, And I feel like there are so many options out there, and I feel like it might seem overwhelming because you don't know what career to do, what job, how to make money, whatever it is, It might be hard to make decisions because, like, most of your life, all of your life, however long, like, there's been other people talking to you, telling you what you to do, all this, and, and it could have led you down a career path that wasn't for you. Like, I've been there, and it's not putting people down around us. Honestly, our parents, people, they want the best for us, but the only person who knows what's best for you is you. And sometimes it takes time to explore and figure that out. And I feel like you're entering this phase of exploring what makes you happy, what's in alignment. And I feel like the way to do this is to quiet those voices around you, and maybe you can stay in your situation for a little bit while you're figuring out, but maybe learn new skills, learn new knowledge, seek new experiences. Maybe you've been suppressing a creative side of you. Is there like something you love to do when you're younger, but everyone's like, you can't make money from art or writing or whatever it is, So you stopped following your passions because of that, and again, it's not to blame anyone or anything like that, but I feel like now is the time to really follow what you are passionate about. And I feel like some people in this group might not really know. But I feel like once you do that, take time and don't rush yourself. Don't compare yourself. I feel like that is a big thing. Like, we might be like looking at what other people are doing, thinking we should have our career figured out by now, thinking we should have the perfect finances, all that stuff. But, all of us are on a different path. And some of us find what's meant for us, our true north, our purpose later on. And that's okay. Once you explore your interest, go after what seems to be missing, like find your passions and stuff, I feel like you're going to be things are going to start being in alignment and really move forward for you. And it doesn't, I know sometimes we just have to have jobs and stuff to help pay the bills and stuff, but so this is something you can do at the same time. If you're really resonating with this group, and you're feeling like something's missing, what classes can you take right now? Can you join that art class? Can you start doing it after work? And maybe if you're really unhappy in your job, but you still think you're in the right career or something, but you don't know where to go, can you start exploring other options? Can you start learning new skills so you can advance? the main thing here is just really learning new things, learning more about yourself, mostly exploring what makes you happy, what you're, figuring out what your talents are, your passions, and all of that, and really going after it and not letting other people talk you out of it, not letting society talk you out of it, and knowing that your own unique path is yours. And I feel like how to avoid the Six of Swords here. For some reason that's coming through is like not turning your back on yourself. Like when things get a little rocky, when things, that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path or something like that. It just means like, you're learning. It's all about experience. I feel like maybe in the past you wanted to follow a creative career or creative pursuit, side hustle, whatever it is, but maybe there were some things just weren't going right. Maybe there was like some hurdles to go through, but like you shouldn't let that stop you. It's really all a learning experience. Like you came to this earth to learn certain things, to grow in certain ways. And for some reason, it's really coming up strong in this group that like comparing your job, your career, your finances to other people isn't doing you any good, and it could be making you feel really down. But things really are going to be moving forward for you. And what you don't see at the Eight of Cups is like, you might not realize what that one thing missing is. And it's like, deep inside you, the answer. So really exploring just exploring you. Like, what did you used to love to do as a kid? Can you do that? Try new things, learn new things. And this is like getting to the depths of your soul. I feel like there's something here, maybe like studying your astrology, your human design, whatever it is that's calling to you. That could really help you, like guide you in a direction. Like you might be getting an astrology reading or something like that and realize that you have all these natal placements that could really show that you are a creative. You're very intuitive. And maybe you just haven't been using those inner talents and like exploring that. And I feel like it just might really like spark something within you that will really make you get to know yourself more and explore yourself more and explore what you have to offer the world, try new things. I just feel like things in your life, Group number 3, just haven't seemed like they've been taking off. And you don't know why or whatever, but things really are going to, you're in this period of life, no matter how old you are or young, where you're getting to know yourself more, and that's really going to help guide you and move you forward. So try new things, do new things, get to know yourself better, and do not compare yourself to others. Things are really turning around and moving quicker for you in life, so don't worry. What else for group number 3, Spirit? We have here card number 37, magnetism, attraction. Yes. Look at this as a little kid staring at the universe there. Like when we were little, we had all these wild dreams, and we didn't let society or all these life experiences like squash them. You can still dream big, group number 3. What is it that you used to always want to do? When you really get to know yourself more and get to know your inner dreams and desires and really follow your passions, you're going to magnetize all of this to you. But this little kid here is really making me think like some dream and with the Page of Cups here, some dream of yours was left behind a long time ago, and it really seems important for you to explore that now. And if you're not sure what that was, just trying things that make your inner child happy, creative things. It'll be different for everyone, but just exploring that, exploring other sides to yourself. And this could help magnetize, like when you're in this state of feeling happier and more complete in alignment, I feel like you're just going to all of a sudden magnetize the opportunities you want, more money. I feel like for your reading, it's more about like just discovery of you. And I feel like once you discover more about your true dreams and all that, then everything else is going to fall into place. There's so many possibilities out there for you. I feel called to look in the book for you. I didn't do this on any others. You guys are getting a little extra longer reading, group number 3. Okay, 37. Know your values and needs so you're more aware of what your true attractions are. Do not run with the herd. Notice what or who you attract. Is this your intent? There is always nemesis, which means opposite energy, to any endeavor you might take. This should not bother you, as it is natural law. Wow, I feel like that really goes with what we were saying. What are your own values and needs? Do not run with the herd. That's what we're saying. Like, you've been doing things because that's what everyone does type thing, And now it's time to follow your own calling, your own passions. Let's see, what else does it say? I think magnetism, one of the most obvious elemental physical phenomena, is a highly active force. A magnetic field is a vector field that describes the magnetic influence of electrical charges in relative motion in magnetized materials. Magnetism is used in a huge array of technology and extensively in electrical engineering. The word magnet comes from the Greek term magnetos lithos, meaning lodestone. Oh, I have some of those. The Greeks noticed certain stones would attract iron. Magnetism was studied the world over, and it was possibly Petrus Peregrinus de Maricourt, in France in 1269, who most clearly demonstrated the idea of magnetic poles. Okay, it talks more about the Earth itself produces its own magnetic fields that shields its ozone layer from destructive elements such as solar winds. The Earth's magnetic field is used in navigation and is measured using a compass. Magnetism as a field in medicine is growing, with MRIs in common usage and transcranial magnetic stimulation in the testing stages for treatments for problems such as depression. We walk through and are part of the fields of magnetism every day of our lives. The idea of being magnetically repelled or attracted to something or someone is an old but enduring one. It is important that you know your needs and values so you can make wise decisions upon what you can be attracted to and why. Yes, I feel like there could be this phase where bad, negative things, in your opinion, keep happening, and Spirit really wants you to, get clear and, what are my thoughts, are my actions, bringing this to me? If I'm not happy with this, can I change what I'm doing? What does it say? It's important that you know your needs and values so you can make wise decisions. And I really feel like that's the main message here is discovering your own needs, your own values, what makes you happy, what brings you joy. And when you start finding that, and you're going to feel it in that energy, and you're going to start attracting more opportunities, more joy, more positive experiences. So now is the time to really explore yourself, what makes you happy, and not listen to what other people, obviously if you can listen to other people's advice or whatever, but you follow what your heart is calling you to do. You don't just do things because everyone else is doing it, and I feel like you're about to really attract the life you want when you start making these changes. And it's just subtle changes. It's just exploring what makes you feel good, and more of that will come to group number 3. So that is your reading. I hope it resonated and was helpful for you, group number 3. I love you so, so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment, and do something special for yourself. I wish you all the best. I love you so much. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. I love you.